Hey, it's Tracy from Kiss. I want to give you guys tips on how to start your hair journey. The first thing I want you to do is find hair blogs. The more you read, the more you learn. And you really need to get out there and you need to read. And you read about stuff and you go, okay, and it will never happen to you. A year and a half or 2 years into my journey, I'll experience it. And I go, you know, I read that somewhere, and I Google it and I find it. Read. Please read. So blogging makes it interesting because it's one person's experiences, and you know, I have my blog at the bottom too, you know what, and I'll put some other blogs that I love reading. So yes, find some blogs. Also, get on your hair boards. You want to get on your hair boards because, for one, support. You can get on there and you've got other women that are striving for the same thing, other women that have already got to where they want to go and is there helping others. And there's tons of information. Your forum is full of questions where people have come in and helped other people and answer questions. So you'll find a lot of your questions inside the forum. My site that I have, you have that to find information. You have the blog to find information, where people, members, blog about their hair and other beauty stuff like that. So you have that. You have, you know, you can post pictures, look at other people's pictures for inspiration and see their progress and hairstyles for whatever they're doing. There's lots of challenges. You get involved in hair challenges, and I'm gonna say this now, get in the hair challenges because it makes you accountable. If you're in a bunning challenge, you're gonna bun every day because, you know, you're gonna go back to that. You're gonna see what other people are doing, see the other styles they're doing, get inspiration. If you struggle, you have the other women there, but it makes you accountable and it gets you strict on a regimen. Kind of like when you're on a diet. You get on something strict to see, you know, progress right away. That's the same thing about hair challenges, where it's deep condition once a week challenge, or bunning challenge, or wash and go challenges, or stretching challenges. I mean, I've seen them all. They all exist. So that's the importance of being involved in a hair board. You want to get in, you want to research, you want to read. That is my first tip. Second tip that I have is document your progress. Yes, and the reason why I say that is so many people complain about not getting any growth, but they're not documenting it. Sometimes you need to take a picture. Even if you don't post it, take a picture at least every other month. Some people do once a month. I don't do that. Actually, I do every 3 to 6 months because I'll drive myself crazy. But that's just how my mind operates. You know, if I wait for a pot to boil, it just never boils. You know the saying. So that's me personally. I do every 3 to 6 months because it just drives me crazy. But I used to do every other month or something like that. But you want to progress. You want to take a picture. That way you can see how your hair is doing. And you can actually see it. Sometimes you see their thickness come in before you see the length. And you know, your ends fill out and stuff. So you want to do that. That's my second tip, is make sure you take pictures, you document. Number 3, and this is the one that makes people mad. If your hair is damaged or you're having serious hair problems, breakage, all that, the chances are you probably need a trim. So you're making up your mind to start your hair journey. I would suggest, if you need one, to get a trim. Get rid of those dead edges. Get rid of those dead ends and start anew. This is a brand new beginning. Let's start fresh. So if your ends are damaged, again, let's get rid of those bad ends. You may not have damaged ends. I don't know. But if you do, and you know if you do, let them go. Say goodbye, because from here on out, it's only healthy hair. I forgot what number I'm on, so I'm just going to go to the next one. The next tip that I have is that you take care of your body. A lot of people, for example, will say, my hair, I cannot get it moisturized no matter what I do. I've been doing this and I've been doing that. Okay, have you been drinking water? No, I don't like water. Okay, well then there's your problem. Find a way to get water into your diet. And I drink lots of water. This is at my vanity. I just finished drinking that one and I pulled this out the refrigerator. Water is so important for your skin and your hair, and you can't avoid it. If you can't drink straight water, go buy some Crystal Light. Go buy Propel. Get some Vita water. Do what you got to do, but get them fluids in your body, because your hair and your skin needs that for moisture. If you're dehydrated, you cannot get your hair moisturized. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. Number 2, that's a very important advice I can give, is drink water. Make sure you're taking your supplements. Everybody, you got some people that goes way off on the deep end, and some that don't, but you at least should be taking a multivitamin. You should be taking a multivitamin. And if you're not, you need to start, or at least take a hair and nails vitamin, but take supplements, because if you're not eating right, it gives you the things that you need. Also, eat more fruits, eat more vegetables. Yes, eat more fruit, eat more vegetables. If you take care of yourself, you see it in your hair and you see it in your nails. The next thing is Google is your friend. I get so many questions. I can do a video on this, and they say, what are the ingredients? Google it. That's what Google's there for. Do your research, and that takes us back to the very first thing. Do your research. Don't, find out, okay, you want to start using natural oils. Don't go to the store and just buy a gang of oils and you don't know what they are. Go online. Research each oil. See what you need, because some oils may not even fit into your hair regimen. If you got oily hair, you don't want an oil that's going to make it oilier. Your scalp oilier. Or if you have thin hair, you don't want a heavy oil. If you have scalp problems, there's certain oils that's antifungal, like coconut oil, castor oil. You want to, or itches, and the antifungal oils would work perfect. But what you want to do is you want to pick an oil that's right for you. So again, do your research before you do it, start in. And the last tip that I can give you is keep it simple. I say it all the time. People don't really think I'm crazy. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. And the reason why I say that is some people's hair regimen is so complex. I mean, you just don't have to do all that. Shampoo your hair once a week. A basic regimen, I would say, shampoo once a week, deep condition once a week, moisturize and seal every night, right? Trim when needed. Not when you get your relaxer, not every 2 months, not every 3 months, but when your ends need to be trimmed, that's when you trim. So if you dust your ends, and you take care of your ends, then you may be able to get a trim every 6 months to a year without cutting the growth. It's able to grow. Clarifying shampoo once a month, or clarify. Some people choose to use natural things like baking soda, whatever. Clarify your hair once a month. A light protein treatment, depending on how if your hair is really damaged coming into this, you want to do a light protein treatment, which is a good one I like is Alpha G 2-minute reconstructor. Not the one that gets hard, but just the 2-minute reconstructor, and then follow that up with moisturizer conditioner. If your hair is really damaged, that protein is safe to use every week. If not, use it every other week, and then once a month. If you're natural, you need less protein. If you're relaxed, you need more. So you probably want to do every other week or at least once a month. So, and again, follow up with a moisturizer conditioner. So you want to keep it basic. You want to keep it, not crazy. Now, if you start that regimen and you see your hair not responding to it, then instead of deep conditioning once a week, throw in a midweek deep condition. You see what I'm saying? Go by what your hair needs. But start off with something simple and only introduce one new product at a time. Like, I have my products, but I only introduce one at a time. And the reason why is if I get breakage or if something happens, I can narrow it down to exactly what it is. So that's another tip that I do. Also, if you don't want to blog, get a journal, because blogging has saved me, because I can always go back and see what worked for me, what didn't work for me. When I went through this, I did this and this worked for me. So you want to do that, and get a friend. Get a friend. Yes, get a friend. That's why the boards are great, because they keep you motivated, and it's pretty cool to have somebody to vent to about your hair, because the people in real life do not want to hear it until they see your progress. So until they see your progress, and until they see your hair growing, you really can't talk about it how you can to your hair friends. So I hope those tips help you get started. If you have any other questions, leave them down below. If you need hair help, again, join my website and you can get help from myself and the ladies. God bless all of you guys, and I will see you on Kiss.